So, people of the world, my name is Robert Hart, Soaring Eagle Medicine Man, and I would like to explain something I think that needs to be heard about a wonderful instrument, an American Indian woodwind instrument. This one's modified, it's very modern, but the history of the instrument. American Indian tribes, all American Indian tribes used to teach the young braves how to make bows and arrows to go out and kill and bring home food for their children and their family, but they didn't discuss how that all came about. They had to, of course, get a woman. We date, we go online, we Facebook and everything. They had to learn how to make a flute. Now, depending on how much they wanted to learn how to play the flute and how good they were, they could get a really good looking girl or get stuck with whatever.
Okay.
But they would walk up to a woman in a tribe and explain to them who they are, and they would like to get to know them, and they would proceed to play a song. Everything is made up. There's no song, Run with the Wolves or anything like that. It's all improvisational. So what I'm going to do right now, there isn't a beautiful woman over here, but I'm going to play a very unique, what's called a shotgun. It looks like a sawed-off shotgun.
Yeah. Double barrel, yeah.
Double barrel flute. And this is unique because I'm going to play two flutes at the same time. When I'm done, I'm going to start out for a couple seconds playing a single side.
Yeah.
And then everybody will hear a definitive difference. I'm going to start out playing the one side, and I'm not going to tell you it's two. You'll hear it, okay? And I'll play a little something for you for a couple of seconds.
All right. To my friend Carlos Santana, I hope I can play somebody. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I heard it when I came out. I play the tin whistle occasionally, an Irish, folk instrument, and I heard the second. Yeah, exactly. I heard the second. It's two distinct instruments. So you're controlling that. There's two valves. There's two holes. Okay.
One, just use your tongue to seal off one, and then just blow.
Yeah.
If you go on YouTube, as a matter of fact.
Hold on, Sasha.
Oh my God.
That's my cousin. Well, thanks for taking a couple of minutes here and talking to us and introducing us to that flute. That's pretty cool.
My pleasure.
It's got a great sound. That's what I heard when I came outside. So I had to find out more about it. So
thanks for stopping and talking.
Thanks again. Hey, check out what this guy gave me from work for Ben and Edison. That's not gonna drive Lane and I crazy or anything. What is that? Can you sit down? Can you sit down on a little bench?
Oh.
Already exactly as I expected it to be. Everything and more.
Ben came up with an origin story.
The first frame is Ben.
Okay. And the second frame is Ben drinking a coffee.
He drinks a coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then somebody bumps into him.
While drinking the coffee?
Spilling the coffee.
Onto Ben? Or just spilling it?
It spilled onto him.
Uh-huh.
But he then clarified it wasn't just somebody who bumped into him anywhere. He bumped into him in his head. So that's the next one.
Oh, I see. Okay. Providing further detail to the bumping altercation.
And that's when Ben becomes Spider-Man.
Why does Spider-Man have a cape?
I didn't know how else to denote a superhero. Anyway.
Well, Spider-Man is Spider-Man. He looks like Spider-Man.
And then he was like, no, but I have these things like this lady. And he pointed to a cartoon he was watching. And I'm going to guess like Voltron or something.
The little ear things?
No, it's like a crown with horns on it, like a Viking crown.
Is that you? Okay. Well, that's a good origin story. This doesn't make any sense for Spider-Man.
Do you understand?
It could be Barista Boy. The beam, it is in place, and there's not much attic. That is barely something you can crawl into. Okay, well. It didn't take very long. We had to annex young Mozart to his bed to continue his masterpiece work. I would like to point out that we still are technically in a heat wave, but it's not nearly as bad as it was 2 days ago. And now we have a hole in our ceiling. About to go on a little family walk here. Modern times. Blazing world. A hoppy, dank amber with 85 IBUs, international bitter units, and a 1.008 specific gravity. Wow, it's like these tumblers were just made for these beers. Kick-ass Ozark Trail. All right, so I came home to Leia telling me that the dryer's not working anymore. So I've got this really bad feeling that the vent pipe that we had to put in over in that wall, so way over there, all the way through to the dryer right there, is too long. In fact, I'm pretty, now that I'm looking at it, seems like that may be a problem. Let me check online and see what the maximum tolerances are, because it keeps stopping on us. Runs for a little while and then stops, and runs for a little while and stops. So it should be good for 52 feet of rigid tubing, which is what that is using. So I'm not sure what's going on. And it seems to be working okay, other than it's a bit dirty. I think I found the problem. A couple days ago, we had a problem with the washing machine. It wasn't working. I went and turned on the water feed line. Ta-da! It started working immediately. What do I think the problem is today? Gas line was not turned on. I totally forgot that this is a gas dryer. Hey guys, a couple days or weeks ago I got a question what my EDC kind of camera setup was. So I'm gonna explain that right now, and I'm gonna walk through what I normally carry. And then tomorrow I'm gonna talk about what I'm gonna carry at VidCon. So that's gonna be...
Are you going to VidCon?
I am going to VidCon.
Can we go to VidCon? Can I go to VidCon?
Oh, maybe next year.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not used to using my wife's camera, but I wanted to walk you through what my staples are for video. The core of my video kit is this low pro side pouch. I don't know the model number, but if I figure it out, I'll post it. I think it's already in my A store. Inside is my wipe, one lens cloth, one battery, and there's a backup for my drone card, and then there's normally a backup for my SD card, but I'm using my backup for my SD card because it broke. So I'm gonna have to get a replacement for that before VidCon starts. I need at least one replacement or else I'll be really in trouble. Now, my go-to camera is the Canon G7X. I've only had 2 of these. I've only broke one, although this one's been well loved and beat up pretty nicely. It's a great camera for what it does for being a point and shoot. It's really top notch. I have a video talking about it when I destroyed it, so I'll post a link to that and you can check it out. So that makes up my core video setup, my go-to camera, if you will. As always, I have my iPhone as well, my iPhone 6. This is not the S. I've got the extended battery on it. I use this if I have issues with this. And to go along with that, I have this Joby phone tripod mount. And that, coupled with the Manfrotto tripod, which I'm using for lighting, this guy is usually also with me. So this kind of is the Core Plus setup. So anyway, question of the day, what is your favorite camera? Your go-to camera, the thing that you depend on most that you carry with you? For me, it's the Canon G7X, easily. My favorite camera. All of these are great. I think I've filmed, aside from my vlogging, the vlogging's tough. I don't know how that offsets it, but the 60D, I think I filmed some of the most YouTube videos with this camera. So it's very comparable. And yeah, I use the 50 prime. And what I would do is I'd get behind it and I'd take my shot and I'd use a remote control to set the focus from behind the camera when it was shooting me. Very, very hard to do things that way. I do not recommend it, but it's an option. Alright guys, let me know what you think below. Thanks a lot. Oh yeah, and give me a thumbs up. And if this is new to you, subscribe please. we've come to the end of the video, and this is what we call a trailer. It's where I ask you, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see my day-to-day vlogs, hit subscribe. And if you want, I've got a whole playlist with over 700 videos just talking about stuff that you just watched. So if you enjoy all of that, go check that out too. I really appreciate you coming. Comment below. I engage with everybody, and thanks a lot.